Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for game number 2 of the night and finals number 2 of the night. But right now we have the big boys, the senior boys volleyball Kassaa finals. My name is Jacob Ewing, joined alongside by my co-host Rias Hennessy. Rias, before us we have Holy Cross and Regi of Notre Dame. How are you feeling?
I am feeling absolutely thrilled, absolutely excited, Jacob. These are two powerhouse Kassaa teams, Regi and Holy Cross, both absolutely dominant performances all throughout the season and the playoffs so far. Here we see Regi, the final minutes of their warm-up.
But we do have exclusive interviews from both of these coaches for a big finals like this. We'll take it over to those, and we'll start with Regiopolis.
All right, I'm here with the Regi senior boys volleyball head coach, and I have a couple questions for you.
Sure.
Question number 1 is, what's going to be your game plan going into this one? It's a big game. You need some big strategy here.
Well, we have both teams know each other pretty well, so what we always preach is serve tough, right? That's our first contact, and if we can pull Emmett off the net and make Holy Cross one-dimensional, that would be wonderful. But if they can run all 3 locations, left side, right side, middle, that would make it harder on our defense. So serve tough, that's priority number 1 for us.
We know when you guys faced off in the regular season, Holy Cross took that one 3-1.
Yeah.
What are you looking to change here?
Again, I just hope we play better. I thought we were pretty tight. It was a big buy game at our school in front of a big crowd, and we have a big crowd here tonight. So we have changed our lineup a little bit from when they last saw us. And again, they've been scouting us when they saw us at KSS. So there's really no surprises between this team. So I'm hoping with the lineup change and just playing a little bit more loose and having fun. Sports are fun, right?
They should be.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, and the third and final question I have for you is, obviously this is a big game, big moment. You're here in the Kassaa Championships. How are the nerves of the team?
Oh, I think they're pretty good. You can never tell until the ball goes up and then you see it, but I think we're in a pretty good headspace.
All right, well, thank you for your time.
Thank you
Good
so
luck.
much. All right, thank you.
All right, I'm here with the Holy Cross senior boys volleyball head coach, and I have a couple questions for you. It's a big game, a big moment. What's your game plan going into this one?
Yeah, well, first of all, before I answer that question, I'd like to say we caught a little bit of your broadcast yesterday, and I have to admit, Josh, you and your colleagues are doing a fantastic job. You took 2 great games, and with all your great commentary, you made them really exciting. So thank you, you guys are doing a great job. So in terms of preparation, volleyball is a game of momentum. So we have to make sure we recognize that we're going to have some highs, we're going to have some lows, and we got to make sure that we work through those. And we've really prepared a lot for that to make sure that we're moving and playing every point one at a time, not worrying about where we are in the game, but just playing every point. So that's been a big thing that we've been working on.
All right, when you faced off against Regi for the first time in this regular season, you took them down 3-1. How are you looking to repeat that here?
Yeah, so Regi's, every team improves as the season goes on, right? So you can't rely on past wins to forecast future success. So we've had to improve the things that we struggled with. We've had a couple losses during the year, and those have been really important losses in our league. So we've grown a lot from there. We have to learn from that. And we've practiced, we've planned a lot, very, very much for tonight's game. So we're feeling really good, yeah.
And finally, it's a big game, big moment. You're in the spotlight. You got the fans here. The fans are hyped. How are the team's nerves?
Yeah, so that's a really big part of sport, right? Is to recognize that there are outside influences that can influence how players play. And so we really worked hard on getting them to focus on what's happening during the game, try to filter it out, be aware of it, but not have it kind of take over. So that's been a big thing that we've been working on.
All right, well, thank you for your time and good luck.
Perfect. Thanks so much, Josh. Good job.
Thank you very much, Josh, for those interviews. It's great to see what these 2 coaches are thinking of before this big game, but we head to the pre-game introductions before we get this game on the way. Just moments time. And so, the crowd is hype. I'm hope you're ready. It's gonna be an intense Kassaa finals. The Crusaders, the Panthers, it all comes down to this. And it's gonna be intense as both these teams finish their introductions before we get this game on the way. And so we'll finish this introductions and we'll get this game going.
Sir Lincoln!
And here we go, the boys take the court and we'll get going. Some pregame handshakes before this one, meaning it's gonna be a battle. If these boys got a handshake before the game even starts. Rice, as a senior boy volleyball player yourself, give us a bit of insight before we get into this game.
As a Kassaa senior boys volleyball player myself, Jacob, these are two of the hardest teams to beat in all of Kassaa. Regi, a powerhouse team, which we at Bay Ridge actually managed to take down. I heard they were missing a few key players that game, but we still did manage to take the W against them. Holy Cross, always a tough competitor. These two teams will surely be fantastic to watch here in the St. Lawrence Stadium.
That's true, Rice. You did get Bay Ridge did get to take down Regi, but the thing is, we're not in the Kassaa finals. Regi is. So here we go. It's showtime. Crusaders, Panthers here in the Kassaa finals. There can only be one winner, and it's going to come down to the next 5 sets of volleyball. Which team can get 3 sets first? Here we go. The crowd is buzzing. I'm buzzing, and I hope you're buzzing, because here we go. Both teams take the court before we get this game underway. And here we go, Rice. Let's see which team's ball it will be first before we get this game underway. And it's going to be a big one. So here we go. It'll be Crusaders ball. It'll be Emmett Walk who will step up first to the serving line to kick off this championship. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. First serve in this game.
Here comes Emmett. This kid has got a spinner on him. Jacob, look at that serve. Regi manages to pick that one up for the tip from Seth. Seth not managing to put that one all the way over. Monster hit from
Bang! Regi sets up strong! As that was number 12, Lucas Cordero, to get that one down. And Regi makes it a 1-0 volleyball game here early on. So we'll go to the Regi side. It'll be a serve by Matthew Roswell. Matthew sends that one over. Received by the backcourt of Holy Cross. They send that one down with some power. Jacob McDonald brings the heat.
What a phenomenal matchup already, Jacob. Spike after spike after spike. This crowd is getting wild. Here we go now. Jacob McDonald lining up for the HC serve. He tosses over a floater. That one sails just long. Unfortunately, that will be the Regi point.
And so that one goes out of bounds. It will go back to the Regi way. In a 2-1 game, it will be back up to number 12. That'd be Lucas. And we'll see what Lucas can do here from the serving line. And this crowd is going crazy. Lucas sends that one over deep into the Holy Cross end. Holy Cross going to handle this one, played far side. The hit by Minnie James is not good. Handled by Regi. And that one goes the Crusaders' way. As we don't know the call on that one, but nonetheless, it's a tie 2-2 game. as we'll have number 15, Nathan Hibbert, step up to the serving line to make something happen here. And we'll see what he can do. This game is getting rowdy. He sends that one deep. Handled by Regi, though. Can they get there in time to hit? And they'll send it over. It's a free ball, though. Holy Cross can take advantage of this. The quick one. The hit down. And it goes out of bounds. Regi gets the point.
Great effort there on the quick middle play from Emmett and as well Aiden Myers in the middle there. That one unfortunately just goes out of bounds for them. Regi now. Seth.
I've heard this kid's a superstar, Rice. Seth Spinner hits it over. Great dig, though, by the little barrel of the Crusaders. And they send it over, and it's called in. Holy Cross handles the spinner and ties up this game at 3 apiece.
Stepping up to serve for the Holy Cross Crusaders, it is the one, the only James Frazier. That's number 8 on your Crusaders right there. Here he goes now, going through his pre-serve routine.
James looking for the spinner, sends that one over. Oh! James Frazier brings the heat, and that was too hard to handle on the backcourt of Regi, and they take the lead by 1 here, making a 4-3 game.
James Frazier up to serve once again. James, here he goes. Another spinner attempt. That one sails just long, and that will be Regi point. We are all knotted up at 4-4. This first set is still anybody's game. Tossing it up now for Regi. That'll be number 10, Ben Goyette. Here comes Ben. Great float serve is picked up by Holy Cross. Unfortunately, Holy Cross called on the 2-touch. Regi's loving that call. The "you can't do that" chance coming out now. Ben from Regi up to serve once again. We have a line violation called. Looks like Ben stepped his foot right over the service line.
And so we'll go back the way of the Crusaders in a 5-5 type of game out here. So it will be Jesse Thompson. Pardon me, that's Andrew Wisco who will go for the serve here. Andrew will send this one over, and it'll be received by the backcourt of Regi. Regi sends that one over. Oh, great dig there by the Crusaders. The Crusaders getting this one up to the spike. A great block there by Regi. One more, they're going to tip that one over. Handled by Regi, and that one's going to go out of bounds. Holy Cross grabs that point and takes the lead 6-5.
Here we go now, stepping up to serve. It's Andrew Wisco once again. Can he get another good serve? Here it goes, a hard float. Regi can't get a grip on that one. It sails right off the defender's arms and straight out of bounds. Holy Cross is on a hot streak. Here's Andrew Wisco up to serve once again. Andrew now. Lining up a serve. The Regi fans trying to distract him any way they can. Here's Andrew. Great float serve. Regi gets an excellent receive for the quick middle hit. A good dig by Holy Cross. And a cross-court hit goes straight off the Regi defender and sails into the opposite stands. Another big Holy Cross point.
And so we'll go back to an 8-5 game. It'll be Andrew Wisco still at the service line, trying to make something happen here. Wisco about to send this one over, just getting prepped up and ready to go. Here's the serve. He sends that one over right into the net. Regi grabs the point and makes it 8-6 now. Slowly but surely trying to get this lead back tight.
Here's Peyton George now, serving it up for Regi. Peyton.
Okay, Josh.
Tosses up a floater. It sails high and long. Holy Cross barely manages to get a grip on it. They'll have to send over a free ball. Regi now, a chance to set up something big. An outside hit, a huge dig from Holy Cross. Bit of a miscommunication from Regi. They accidentally toss Holy Cross a free ball, and Holy Cross pummels it straight onto the floor. Here's Aiden Myers now, looking to serve it up for the Holy Cross Crusaders. Aiden Myers tosses up a float serve. Regi gets a good piece of it. They're looking to set something up. A huge block from Holy Cross, but a great dig from Regi.
And so now, Holy Cross will send that one over, dig by Regi. They'll try to get this one up, and they will. Hit from the backcourt. Seth O'Brien with a mega spike and gets the point for Regi. Makes it 9-7 now for the Panthers. Pardon me, for the Crusaders. And so we'll see a substitution come in, as this will be Aiden, who will send that one over. Oh, handled hard by the Crusaders. They'll spend that one over. Handled great from the backcourt of Regi. Regi now will get the spike over, and it's really high up because it's tipped. And Regi grabs the point on that one. It makes it 9-8, going the Crusaders' way. But the Panthers slowly but surely trying to crawl their way back into this game.
You know, Jacob, all season long I've been hearing whispers, murmurs about how great this Seth O'Brien kid is, but I haven't seen it myself until now. Seth O'Brien with back-to-back monster spikes. He is looking like a star out here tonight. That serve, unfortunately for Regi, sails straight into the net. Holy Cross now. Emmett woke up to serve. He's got a phenomenal spinner on him, this kid does.
And so Emmett now will take his time and look to send this one over. Here it is. Here's the serve. Oh, tipped off the top, and that one affects the back line of Regi. Not ready for that tip off the top of the net, and that one will hit the ground. So we'll see an 11-8 game now going the Crusaders' way, as the Crusaders crowd is loving it. So Emmett now will have another serve. He's got a hard serve on him, he does. So here it is, the spinner's up. Here it comes down, great receive there by Regi. Regi to Seth, using his height, but it just goes out of bounds. It will be a Crusaders point. And that will go 12-8 now, a 4-point lead going the Holy Cross way. Emmett, who's got a phenomenal serve on this kid, will have the ball still, and we'll see what he can do now. Emmett gets ready to go and takes this one. It's a great serve, great hit by the libero. They set it up. Oh, can Holy Cross get it? They can with a diving play, and they'll play it over. Great receive, though, by Regi. Regi now, oh, they try the quick set play, but it doesn't work. That one goes straight down into the net. It'll be a Crusaders point. Both these teams battling, but Holy Cross forcing a timeout from the Panthers.
The Crusaders are loving that timeout call. We heard those T-O, T-O, T-O chants from them. Regi now looking to make some changes. Looking to put a stop to this Holy Cross rampage. 13-8 now, Crusaders' favor.
And so we'll send it down to our favorite sideline reporter, Josh Miles. Josh, what have you been seeing so far?
Well, Jacob, so far I've been seeing excellent play from both teams. Both teams are working hard here in the first set of this Kassaa championship. Both teams working the hard out. They know they need this one. Whoever wins the first set usually gains a big momentum boost going into the next ones. So both teams are going to try their hardest to win this one. Back to you.
And so thank you, Josh. We'll hear from him all night long during timeouts and in between sets. But nonetheless, the Regiopolis Panthers are already back on the court, and HC is joining them on the other side, as HC has got a 5-point cushion right now here early on in the first set, but we'll see if that will maintain throughout the match. We'll still see. That'll be number 7. Emmett walks still at the service line, doing a phenomenal job here tonight. Here comes the spinner right into the net. And that timeout iced him. And so we'll go back the Regi way and see if the Panthers, who are down by 4 right now, can try and get back in this game. Mind you, they're still in this game, but try to get the lead a bit smaller. So you'll see a serve from number 4. That is Matthew Roswell. Matthew sends that one over, handled by Holy Cross. They'll send it over themselves by James Frazier. Handled by Regi, though. The quick set to the quick spike. It doesn't work. Net play by both these players. Will head to the Regi side. Double serve, and both of them get a piece of it. The 2-touch comes through. Bad communication by Regi. We'll see a Holy Cross point.
Stepping up to serve now for the Crusaders. This is number 10, Jacob McDonald. He opened up the game with a monster hit. Let's see how his serving can do tonight. That one, hard flow, picked up by Regi. Monster spike from Seth, but it's blocked by that massive Holy Cross front court.
And so, Holy Cross will receive this now and try to get something going themselves. A hit by James Fraser! And that one goes right down, and Holy Cross has themselves a 6-point lead, and they are on fire. We'll see Jacob McLeod back up to the service line, and we'll see what he can do here. McLeod sends that one over, McDonald handles that one by Regi to Seth O'Brien. Bang! He responds right back to the Crusaders masterclass with a masterclass of his own.
Stepping up to serve now for Regi. That is number 12, Lucas Cordero. He has been massive in that front court for Regi so far tonight. Let's see what Lucas can do at the service line. Here he comes now, lining up his serve. Sends over a hard one towards Holy Cross.
And it's given the Crusaders way. It was so close, but it ended up hitting the referee there and the linesman in the corner, and he was unable to see where that ball went. We'll have a couple substitutions coming through, and then we'll have this game continue. It'll be number 9, Andrew St. Godard at the service line. He'll send that one over, handled by the backcourt of Regi. Regi trying to get something going now. The goal, quick spike, and it hits. Regi answering right back. It's a 5-point game here early on in the first set, and we'll see Seth O'Brien step back up to the service line.
That's Seth O'Brien at the service line. We saw what he could do earlier, Jacob, with that massive spinner. The HC somehow managed to get up. Let's see what it looks like right now. That is a phenomenal serve, and Holy Cross with a great receive. And Minnie James with a good attempt at the spike, but that one sails just out of the sideline. We will get to see another serve from Seth O'Brien.
Yeah, it was a tight hit for James Fraser, unfortunately just couldn't get it inside. So we'll see Seth O'Brien back up to the service line on a 4-point lead for for Holy Cross. Regi trying to close it though. They send that one over. It's called in. Seth with the ace delivers in a big moment. Regi only down by 3. They got the momentum in their hands, and Seth O'Brien will step back up. We know Seth is a game changer any game he plays in, so we'll see what he's going to do here. He's got the height, he's got the skill. Seth sends the spinner. Oh, great retrieve though by the Crusaders. Far side of James Fraser. Can Regi keep it up? They can't. The Crusaders answer right back and continue making it a 4-point lead. 17-13 going Holy Cross's way. And we'll see the man, the myth, the legend, James Fraser step back up to the service line. Shout out Cam Fraser, his brother. James, what can he do here? He'll send this one over. And it's out of bounds. And Regi will get that point, say, thank you very much. We'll take that. 17-14, Regi ball.
Stepping up now for Regi. That is number 10, Ben Goya. Let's see what he can do from the service line. Sends a hard float straight into the net. Unfortunately for Regi, that is another turnover. That'll go straight the Holy Cross way. Stepping up now for the Holy Cross Crusaders, that is Andrew Wisco. He had some phenomenal consistent serving at the start of the game. Knock on wood. Let's see what he can do here now.
Wisco looking to send this one over, and he will successfully. Retrieved though easily by the backcourt of Regi. Regi far side. Oh, and it's blocked. And that was Emmett Wack who was there to meet him. Holy Cross with a 5-point lead. They're 6 points away from taking set number 1 and putting themselves up 1-0. We'll go back to the service line with Andrew Wisco. Wisco now, who just got the perfect serve, is going to look for another one here. And it's good. Retrieve from the backcourt again, though. Seth O'Brien will set this one close side to Delali. That's a great hit, but a great retrieve nonetheless. A tip over. EG received by Regi. They'll get something going here. Oh, and Delali, unfortunately, couldn't get it. Jumped, I think, a bit too early, and that calls for a timeout going the Regi way as Holy Cross only 5 points away from taking set number 1, and Regi needs a reset. So we'll head over to our sideline reporter, Josh Miles. Josh, what have you seen so far as we are now deep into the first set?
Well, Jacob, as you said, we are deep into the first set, and what I've seen so far is spectacular gameplay from both sides. The spikes are incredible. They've got some serious heat on them here. Both teams are deserving to be here for these reasons. They work hard, they have heart, and they have all that it takes to win this Kassaa championship. Anyone could take it home, Jacob, and I want the fans to let us know their predictions on who's going to take this one. Will it be Regi or will it be Holy Cross? Back to you.
Thank you so much, Josh. Always nice to have a little insight from our sideline reporter, Josh Miles. Stepping up once again for the Holy Cross Crusaders, that is Andrew Wisco. Here he comes now with the hard float serve.
And here we go, Regi with the receive. That's going to set that one far side. Oh, and Holy Cross can't handle the heat as Matthew Roswell sends that one right down, and they'll take the point. We'll go back and we'll see Peyton George with the next serve here. We'll see what he can do. Sends that one over, and that one is way gone. And so we'll go back to Holy Cross, who's now only 4 points away from taking this very first set. And so we'll see a bunch of substitutions come in, which will slow this game right down. And we'll see number 11, Aiden Myers, step up to the server's line for his first serve of this game, and a 6-point lead for the Crusaders. They send that one over, handled easily by the backcourt of Regi. Regi now Delali gets the hit, but a great retrieve by James. Back again, Holy Cross! Jacob McDonald brings the heat, and the Crusaders are 3 points away from taking set number 1.
Regi now. Regi now with the serve, stepping up to serve for Regi. That is number 2, Aiden Best Soberg with a fantastic serve. Holy Cross with a monster hit from the middle. Puts it straight down. That is number 15, Nathan Hibbert with the giant jam.
That was phenomenal, putting his height to advantage. So, Holy Cross now only 3 points away from taking set number 1, and we'll see number 7, Emmett Woke, who's been phenomenal tonight. Send this one over with a hard spin. A great retrieve, though, by the libero, but it goes out of bounds as that retrieve from the libero in the backcourt had too hard of a bump, pardon me, and that ended up going out of bounds. So it'll be Emmett Woke back to the service line, and we know from experience that he's got himself a hard serve. We'll see what he can do here. Woke getting ready to go, sends this one right into the net. And so we'll see a Regi point here. Regi getting a sigh of relief as they need a big comeback here, as the Crusaders are only 2 points away from taking this set number 1.
Matthew Rosal now of Regiopolis Notre Dame sends a serve flying just out of bounds. If you're a Regi fan, that is not what you want to see. That leaves Holy Cross with just 1 more point until they take this huge first set. Jacob McDonald stepping up to serve the ball. That one bounces right off the tape.
A sigh of relief for the Panthers as to see that one go into the net. So they'll take the ball here, and we'll see number 12 for the Panthers step up. That's Lucas Cordero, and we'll see what he can do now. He needs a big serve as Holy Cross is 1 point away from taking set number 1. Lucas will send this one over. Oh, it bounces. Great play by the Crusaders to keep that one up, but it goes right out of bounds. Regi gets a point. Is now needs 6 in a row to try to make the comeback here, as Lucas will try to do it once more. We'll see what he can do here. Lucas getting ready for a big serve and needs this one to be successful. He'll send it over, and it'll be out of bounds, and the Crusaders take set number 1.
Crusaders fans are absolutely loving it. The energy here in the St. Lawrence Stadium is ramping up by the minute. Both teams now going back to their benches to make some adjustments, make some changes, and make sure they can bring their best volleyball to this second set. Holy Cross now a huge advantage going into that second set. They've got a bit of a safety net. Even if they lose one, it'll still be all tied. Both teams now switching sides.
For sure, right. So we'll send it down to our trustworthy sideline reporter, Josh Miles. Josh, what'd you think of that intense first set?
Well, Jacob, like you said, that first set was intense. A well-fought battle between both teams, and both teams played their heart out in that one. Regi came away with just a little too, not enough points, but Holy Cross did come out with the W in that one because I think they worked just that extra bit harder in that one. I think if Regi wants to win the second set, they have to put their even more heart into it, and they have to play even harder. They got to really push for it. That's all they need in this one, and as long as they have that motivation, they can win.
back to you.
Thank you, Josh. As Holy Cross just finishing up their team meeting, and Regi just taking a bit longer just to get recapped before we get back going here. Still anybody's game here early on in this game.
Here we go, both teams on the floor now. Bit of a stoppage and play. Holy Cross coach getting him some final words with his team there, making sure they know exactly what's going on. Rotation check now, making sure everybody's in the right spot. And the liberos take the floor.
And so, we'll see number 2 for Regi step up, and that will be, still send that one over. Retrieved by Holy Cross. Holy Cross out, just go. James Fraser gonna hit one in the backcourt. Retrieved well from Regi. Regi now, oh, a mega block by Emmett Walk. He is a beast, and he comes up big. And it's a 1-0 lead early on here for the Crusaders, as Emmett now will step up for the serve. We'll see what he can do here. Emmett Woke, who's been good so far.
Emmett Woke, he's been massive in the front court so far, racking up multiple blocks despite, not being as tall as some of the other front courters. He has been playing massively. An awesome rally going on now, back and forth action. Massive hit from Andrew McDonald. That one sails just out of bounds.
Yeah, it was a good opportunity there for Andrew, but unfortunately, maybe just got a bit under it and kind of launched the ball there. So Regi will tie this game up by 1 apiece, and we'll see number 4, I believe that is, to Matthew Rozelle. Take this one. Rozelle will send that one over. Retrieved easily by Holy Cross now, and they're going to try to get this one over. It's going to be a free ball sent by Fraser. Head up by Regi. Regi now with the big. It's Seth O'Brien here to send that one down, and Regi takes the 2-1 lead early on in the second set. We'll go back to Matthew Rozelle, and we'll see what Matthew can do here as we await the serve. Here it is, the second serve in a row. Hit easily by the backcourt. The set to the spike! And Jacob McDonald brings the heat, and that one's too hard to handle. So we'll go back to Holy Cross for serving. That will be Jacob McDonald again, and we'll see what he can do. McDonald will send this one over and be retrieved by Regi. We'll see what we can do here. Sent backwards to, a great tip, as that one was good. That was number 12, Lucas Cordero, who got that one. He saw that Holy Cross had a gap right in between the backcourt and the frontcourt rise and placed it perfectly with a tip. So he'll take the service line, and we'll see what Lucas can do here. Lucas will send this one over, retrieved by the backcourt by Holy Cross. Holy Cross now going to go close side. Ooh, a great play by the backcourt of Regi. Handle that one, and Jacob McDonald can't handle Seth O'Brien.
Monster spike by Seth O'Brien there. Stepping up once again, it is Lucas Cordero to service the ball for Regi. Here he comes now. Pre-serve routine. He'll send over a hard float. That one sails straight into the net. That will be Regi point, and we are...
That will be Holy Cross point, Rice, I believe.
I don't think this changes
So...
score.
4-3 game going Regi's way, and we'll see Holy Cross step up to the service line, send that one over. Received by Seth. Gonna get Seth up top, back to Seth, and that one gets tipped out of bounds. The Crusaders need to find a way to stop Seth O'Brien because he's played phenomenal tonight. So we'll head back to Regi. We'll see who's going to step up to the service line. It will be Seth himself. We know he packs a punch in his serves, so we'll see what he can do here. I expect a spinner. I think we'll see one. Here we go. Seth lining up, and he'll send this one over. Received in the backcourt by Holy Cross. Set over across to James Fraser, and it's out of bounds. And that one will go the Regi way. Regi having a 3-point lead here, establishing maybe a bit of a lead here early on in this game, and that's exactly what Regi wants to do here, being down by 1 set. We'll see what he's going to do. Set over Ryan. Going to wait for the serve here to send us up top. And he'll send it into the net. Holy Cross gets that point and makes it 6-4.
Holy Cross now stepping up to serve for the Holy Cross Crusaders. That is James Fraser. He's been massive along the front court at the net tonight. Let's see what he's got in the bag for the serve.
He really has been massive.
Pre-serve routine, he sends up a spinner. That one is easily picked up by Regi. Regi, a monster set and a little tip. Barely managed by Holy Cross. They'll send a down ball to the backcourt. Seth, a good set to the outside. Holy Cross picks that one up once again. There's a huge play at the front of the net, and we will see the ball fall straight onto the Regi court for the Holy Cross point.
Yeah, there was 2 Regi defenders there to try and block that one, but they just couldn't get a hand on it. It slips through a couple defenders, and well, we'll go back to the James Fraser serve with the Crusaders being down by 1 here in a 6-5 game. Fraser sends this one over for Lion, and we'll see a Regi point as that one goes out of bounds. And so, thank you. And so, Regi will step up to the service line, being up by 2 points here. He'll send that one over. Oh, Holy Cross, a diving point to keep that one up. They'll send over a free ball. Regi now to Seth. He's going to set that one up top to Delali. And that one gets good. It's an 8-5 game as Delali sends that one flying down.
Stepping up now to serve for Regi, that is Ben Goya. Let's see what he's got in store. A hard float to the Holy Cross backcourt. Emmett snipes a dump straight to the open spot on the Regi end of the floor. That is an incredible play by him.
Emmett Woke, that is sub 200 IQ volleyball play. Saw the open space and put it there. And so we'll go back to Holy Cross. Wait till we see Andrew Wisco up to serve now. Wisco sends this one over. Handled by the backcourt of Regi. Seth O'Brien goes back to Delali. And that was going to be a great dig by Wisco. Back to James Fraser in the backcourt. Oh! Barely keeps that one up as Regi will send over a free ball. Holy Cross can take advantage of this. Set to Emmett. And Emmett plays it. It's capped up though by Regi. It doesn't hit the ground. Holy Cross ball though. That one sent a great dig again by Regi. Delali sends that one over. Oh, Holy Cross trying to keep that one up, and they will send over a free ball. Can Regi take advantage of this? Seth O'Brien, far side, and that one goes flying. Regi is feeling themselves.
The Regi fans are loving it here, Jacob. We've got posters raised in the air, fans on their feet and stepping up to serve now for those fans. That is number 16, Peyton George. Let's see what he's got in store for us now. He's got a hard float for the Crusaders, but that one flies just out of bounds. We will see Aiden Myers stepping up once again to serve for the Holy Cross Crusaders. Here's Aiden now. Getting ready for his serve, looking for the spot on the floor. Aiden Myers, a hard float to Regi. Regi manages to pick it up. Seth puts a set right to the middle and the front. Sets back and forth now, big spike. Seth pushes a set all the way to the outside. Regi puts a spike to the back of Holy Cross court, but that one goes just a little bit too far. And stepping up once again to serve for the HC Crusaders, this is Aiden Myers.
And so we have a 1-point game here. Going the Regi way. Holy Cross trying to crawl their way back in this game as Regi had an early lead. Regi now. Seth, the close set is not there. That one gets hit out of bounds, and we'll see a point for the Crusaders now. And Aiden Myers going for his third in a row. We'll see what he can do here. It's a 9-9 game, all tied up. So Myers trying to take the lead back for the Crusaders. We'll send that one over. Handled by Regi in the backcourt. Seth O'Brien says it to Delali. Delali sends that over, and it goes in. Regi takes the lead right back and makes it 10-9 for the Panthers. We'll see a substitution come in as that will be number 2 for the Panthers coming into the game. That's Aiden Soberg. And we'll see what Aiden can do here as he'll send over his serve. That one just into the net. Holy Cross ties it back up at 10 apiece.
Oh, stepping up to serve for the Holy Cross Crusaders. Now it's the one and only Emmett Woke. We know he's got a spinner on him, and here it comes, lining up for his serve. He looks for the open spot. Big spinner, sails straight into the net. Once again, Emmett Woke, he's having a bit of serving struggle tonight. We know that when he connects, though, it can be powerful. Now serving it up for Regi. That is number 4, Matthew Rousel. Here he comes with his serve. Sends over a float serve. Holy Cross, a bit of trouble picking it up. They're forced to send over a free ball. Regi now setting something up in the front. That set is just a little bit off, and it gets whiffed straight onto the floor.
And so Regi now in a tied-up game. They've had a couple of sets like that. They just whiff. So we'll see if they start connecting on some of these, as they've been doing all right so far, but there's been a couple. Jacob McDonald will send that one over. Handled by Regi, and that one just slips through the fingers of the libero. So it will go the Holy Cross way, and the Crusaders get a lead for the first time, I believe, here in the second set. It's a 12-11 game, and Jacob will set back up and wait for the serve. McDonald will send this one over. Received by the backcourt of Regi. The Panthers now trying to get something going to Seth O'Brien. And he's blocked, but it goes out of bounds. So Regi ties this game back up at 12 apiece. They will go back to the service line, as that will be Lucas Cordero, who's been really good so far. And we'll see what Lucas can do here. As Lucas looking over to try to get a bit of a try to want to get a lead here for Regi here in the second set. Oh, that one bounced off the Crusaders, but they do look fine. The set, is there, and the hit is good. That one, the Regi Panthers can't handle, and the Crusaders take a 13-12 lead here, and we'll see if them dig back to the service line. That'll be number 9, Andrew St. Godard, who will have the next serve, and we'll see what Godard can do here. Godard will send this one over. Handled by the backcourt of Regi. Set. It's tight though, and James Fraser gets up, but he ends up hitting the net, Rias.
Unfortunate mistake from Holy Cross there leads to another Regi serve. We're all knotted up once again. 13 apiece. This set is neck and neck. Serving up now, it's Seth O'Brien. We know he's got a powerful spinner on him. And here comes the spinner. He stabilizes his one arm with the other arm. Tosses it up in the air with some spin on it and sends it sailing straight out of bounds. Unfortunately for Regi, that is Holy Cross point. Stepping up to serve for the Crusaders now, this is the one and only James Fraser. He's been a beast tonight in the front of the courts. Here's James now. We'll see what he's got in the bag for his serve. He'll be attempting another spinner. That spinner sails straight in bounds, but a great up by Regi, and Regi sets up a giant hit. That one is set. Whoa, huge hustle play from Holy Cross to save it around the net.
A phenomenal save, and that one gets sent back to the Holy Cross, and they send that right into the corner. A phenomenal play by, I'm not sure what number that was on Holy Cross, but a phenomenal save. That was number 2. I believe it was Andrew Wisco, who went around the net in order to keep that one in play. So that one gets sent right to the net. So we'll go back the Holy Cross way, and they'll regain their 1-point lead. It's Andrew Wisco, who did just have that save moments ago, will step up for the serve. We know Wisco is a great server, so we'll see what he can do here. Wisco getting his routine ready, as every volleyball player has. Wisco gonna send this one over. It's good. Handled by the backcourt of Regi. Seth O'Brien's gonna send that one far side, and it's good. Matthew Rousel. It's that one right down, and Regi gets that point. It makes it a 15-15 game.
Peyton George now serving it up for Regi. Received well by Holy Cross. They'll set up a hit on the outside. That one, unfortunately for them, sails just out of bounds, and Regi will serve it up once again.
And so, that one is good. Regi, I believe it's a 16-16 game right now, all tied up at 16 apiece. Regi, Apples of Notre Dame would love to take the set. It's Peyton George in the serve. George gonna send this one over. It's a light one though, handled by Holy Cross. The Crusaders gonna send it close side, and it's in! The Crusaders will now tie it up 16-16. We had a bit of a scoreboard issue, but we're all good now. We'll see some substitutions come in before we get this play back going.
Some phenomenal chemistry there between Aiden Myers and Emmett Woke on the Holy Cross side with that phenomenal quick set to the middle. Speaking of Aiden Myers, here he is with the serve, sends a float serve Regi's way. Regi handles it well and knocks it straight off Aiden Myers himself out of bounds to capture that point.
And so Regi will take the lead back 17-16. They really want to win this set, but Holy Cross won't let them go without a fight. We'll see what will happen in just moments time as Regi will step out to the service line and send that one over. Handled by Holy Cross, though. The Crusaders go for the quick set, and it works!
Straight down, Jacob. That was Nathan Hibbert with a monstrous hit from the center.
And so Emmett Woke now will get ready. Woke is a phenomenal server. We'll see what he can do here. He's got a great spinner. He'll get lined up, and here it is. He brings the heat. That one, great handle by the libero. Can the center get there? He can, but it's going to be a wild ball. Seth O'Brien will send it deep, and it's out of bounds. A bit too much heat on it, Rias.
Phenomenal serving from Emmett Woke right there. Perhaps his serving struggles are over. Not to jinx him, knock on wood. Here he comes again with his second serve.
Woke now. Going to send this one over, and we'll see what he can do. He's looking for two in a row here as we're all tied up. Pardon me. Holy Cross has got a 1-point lead. Handled by Seth. Seth far side to Matthew Rosel. Great dig though by Holy Cross. Two diving players. But a miscommunication ties this game up at 18 apiece.
Stepping up now for Regi. That is number 4, Matthew Rosel. He's been playing well tonight. Here's Matthew at the service line. Here he comes with the serve. He sends a float Holy Cross's way. They receive it well. Ooh, a big attempt at a 30 hit in the middle. That would have been insane if it connected. Unfortunately for them, bit of a mistiming there leads to another Regi point.
Yeah, a bit too high of a serve, even for someone as tall as Nathan Hibbert to get. So, Regi now with a 1-point lead, 19-18 late here in the second set. We'll see what we can do. Matthew will send this one over, and Holy Cross will receive well. Emmett gonna set it. Close side. Oh, great dig there by Regi. Regi, you do the close side set. Oh, it's still up, but it's blocked out of bounds. Regi gets to 20 with a 2-point lead.
Jacob McDonald doing a great job getting some fingers on it there. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for them this time. Holy Cross will call a timeout, and the Regi fans are loving it. We've got both mascots in the house here tonight, getting up to some antics. We'll kick it down courtside during this timeout for some lovely insight from our awesome courtside reporter, Josh Miles. Josh, what do you think of this neck-and-neck set so far?
Well, Rias, so far, like you said, this set has been neck and neck. It's gone back and forth. No team has been able to pull out the edge so far. Now, Regi has managed to pull ahead by 2 late into this second set, but we've seen bigger comebacks. It's still anyone's set. It's a really important set for Regi as they hope to not go down 2-0 to Holy Cross. We'll see what happens. It's going to be hype. It's going to be exciting. Back to you.
Thank you, Josh. As both these teams will take the corner, and we'll get the second set resumed here in a 20-18 game. Going the Regi way. The Panthers would love to take this and tie it up and force a third and crucial set. Well, we're going to go to the third set anyways, but nothing like a tied game going into a third set. So Matthew Rosel will send over this ball.
A bit of a scuffle here from the mascots. Looks like it's getting broken up.
And it's blocked! A phenomenal block by Lucas Cordero says no and puts the Panthers at a 3-point lead, 21-18. And Matthew will step back up to the service line. He's been good tonight, and we'll see if he can continue this. As Matthew gonna send this one over. And it's inside! A perfectly placed ball. Holy Cross thought it was out, but it was not. And another timeout called by the Crusaders. They needed it here. They're down by 4, and Regi only needs 3 more points. We'll send it back down to Josh. Josh, what do you think Holy Cross needs to do here and talk about in this timeout if they want to make a comeback here late in the second set?
Well, Jacob, I think if Holy Cross wants to make a comeback now, they need to work really hard. They're only 3 points away from losing the set, so they need to play extra careful. They need to take their time with their plays. They need to play smart, and they need to make strategic plans that force Regi to be on the defensive instead of the offensive. Regi has too much momentum right now, so they need to take that away. Even if they can just get 1 point here, that might be able to turn the tide. Back to you.
Thank you, Josh. Always lovely to get some insight from Josh Miles down there at courtside. Both teams now taking back to the floor, still serving it up for Regi. That is number 4, Matthew Rousel. He's been consistent so far. Here he goes with the serve. That one easily picked up by Holy Cross. They send it outside to Jacob McDonald for the monster spike.
And that is what Holy Cross needed right there. Something good after the timeout, and they're able to find it. Jacob McDonald now will hit the serve, and well, he's got to be good as Holy Cross wants to win the second set and go to set point. Regi now able to handle that one though on the outside. That was going to be a light hit handled by Holy Cross. And it's going to set that one far side, and a great hit by Andrew Wisco, but it's not good enough. The 4-hit comes through, and that one will go the way of the Panthers. Regi 2 points away from tying us up at 1. Set up base, and we'll see number 12, Lucas Cordero, stepping up to the service line, and we'll see what Lucas can do here. They'll send this one over, a floater handled by the backcourt of Holy Cross. They'll send over a free ball. Can Regi handle this one? They can. They get it to the center. The set, handled by Holy Cross, but it goes out of bounds.
Seth with another monster jam. He has been absolutely massive for Regi so far in this close match tonight. Just 1 more point for Regi to tie it all up with 1 set to 1 set. We're at 24-19. Serving it up for Regi is Lucas Cordero. Holy Cross manages to keep that one up. Great play from Emmett, keeping it off the net, but unfortunately, the save play gets launched out of bounds, and Regi takes that set.
And Regi is loving it. The fans are roaring, and the boys are feeling good on the bench. It's a 1-1 set volleyball game as we head in the set numero 3. And we'll get the third set coming in just moments time. We'll set it down to our main man on the sideline, Josh Miles. Josh, what'd you see in that second set to make it 1-1?
Well, Jacob, what I saw was a well-fought battle between both teams. Both teams played exceptionally well. Regi got the better of Holy Cross in that one. Holy Cross had a couple of out-of-bounds plays off their own players. They needed to control the ball a little bit better, I feel, which resulted in the Regi win on that set. I think both teams are going to play hard and play with heart going into this third and crucial set. And we'll see what happens. It's hype around here. I can't wait. Back to you.
Thank you, Josh. Both teams now huddling it up, going over some game plans, making some adjustments. Looks like we've got a bit of a scoreboard malfunction going on here in the building. It looks like the score is 170 for Regi to 11 for Holy Cross. Holy Cross now doing their final chant. Their players will hit the floor. Looks like our score is stuck at 100 plus.
Yeah, quite the set Regi just had, scoring 150 points. And now they have themselves a 150-point lead over the Crusaders. Going into the second set, we'll see if, oh no, it's too far away to get a clip of it.
Holy Cross fans getting hype, starting some chants. That's what you love to see. They are here to support their boys all the way through till the end. Regi now finally finished with their team discussion. They're taking the floor. Holy Cross. Bit of a team huddle. That's what you love to see. That ups the chemistry, ups the teamwork.
And so here we go. All tied up at 1 set apiece for both these teams here in the Kassaa Final Championship. It'll be Holy Cross serve, and we'll see Emmett Woke, who's been phenomenal so far tonight from the service line. We'll see what he can do here. Woke wants to get Holy Cross up to an early lead, so we'll wait his serve before we get the third set underway here. All tied up at 1 set apiece. And he'll take his time before we officially get underway here, and here we go. Emmett will officially send it over, and we have the third set of the Kassaa Championship underway. Regi gonna send it right back to the other side. Can't handle the heat from Emmett, and it will be a Holy Cross point here early on.
Emmett Woke now lining up for a second serve, looking to double this Holy Cross lead from 1 point to 2 points. Here he comes now, taking his time, making sure he gets this serve right. Tosses it up in the air. That one sails just out of bounds. Emmett Woke, he has been phenomenal when he's on, but he's also had some serving struggles here tonight. Now serving it up for Regi. That is number 4, Matthew Rousel. He'll send a jump float Holy Cross way.
Handled by Holy Cross. Holy Cross gonna get that one down. Great hit in the backcourt by Matthew. Holy Cross Regi gonna send over a free ball. Holy Cross gonna handle that one. The late set to Nathan Hibbert, who hits that one right down and gets the point going the Crusaders' way. It's a 2-1 game.
Nathan Hibbert's height is unstoppable in the front row here tonight. Now serving it up for the Crusaders. That is Jacob McDonald with a hard jump float, but Regi manages to handle it. And a monster spike from Seth. Oh my God. Seth O'Brien brings the heat on that one. That was unstoppable. I don't care who's in the backcourt. No one's getting that one. So we'll go back to the service line for Regi. Lucas Cordero. And we'll see what Lucas can do here. He'll send that one over. And it's just out of bounds. The Crusaders will grab that point and make it 3-2. Take a 1 point lead. As we'll see a couple substitutions coming to this game, Rice. Here we go now. Looks like it's a Crusaders ball. Serving it up for the Crusaders. That is Andrew St. Godard. Andrew now looking for the open spot on the Regi end of the floor. Sends it straight to the libero. Libero gets it up. They set it up for an outside spike. And that one somehow works out. Bit of a scuffle for the ball there. Hits the floor on the Holy Cross end.
Yeah, they couldn't handle that one. They got a weird hit on the diving play by the backcourt, and that one was just not enough to keep it up, so hits the ground. We'll see Seth O'Brien come to the service line now, and we'll see what he can do here. O'Brien in a 3-3 tied volleyball game here in the third set. We'll send the spinner. There it is, handled by the backcourt easily by Holy Cross. Holy Cross now, the set, the James Fraser, and it's down! The Crusaders grab that point and make it 4-3 as James Fraser, after that mega hit, will take to the service line. And we'll see what he can do here as he's trying to get Holy Cross in a good lead here in the third set. This is the crucial one. Both these teams have one set themselves, so this third set means a lot. The spinner comes through, handled by the backcourt, set to Delali. Delali's going to have to send a tip. Oh, and it's just out of bounds. Holy Cross tried to get there, but at the end of the day, they didn't need to.
Some phenomenal rallies we've been seeing so far. It looks like at this point, this set is just as neck and neck at the last one. 5-3, Holy Cross serve. Serving it up, we've got Mini James Fraser. Here he comes now. A big spinner, that one put up by Regi. Set to the offside, but that one sails just out of bounds. That'll be another Holy Cross point scoring opportunity. Here is James Fraser once again.
And James Fraser now going to make something happen here from the service line. His team up by 3, doubling the Regi score right now. James Fraser going to send that one over, handled by the libero, but it's going to go way out of bounds. Seth O'Brien's going to have to dive to get that one. Delali's going to have to send it over. It's a free ball, but the lift is called on Delali, and it'll be a 7-3 game going to Holy Cross way, Rise. Did you see a lift there?
I'm not sure what I saw there, Jacob, but nonetheless, we must trust the referees. So here we go. James Fraser with another serve. He tosses it up, looking for a spinner. That one struggled to be received by Regi. They'll toss that right into their own side of the net. And we've got a timeout called by Regi. Holy Cross is loving it. You hear the chants, T-O, T-O.
And so now, Holy Cross established himself a 5-point lead right now as they have come out on fire. We'll take it downstairs to Josh Miles courtside. Josh, what have you seen here early on in this intense third set?
Well, so far, Jacob, I'm seeing excellent work from the Crusaders. They didn't let that loss of the second set get to them. They're getting right back into this game. They're playing hard. They're playing with heart. And they're dominating so far in this third set. If Regi wants to make a comeback, they just can't let the Holy Cross Crusaders get in their head. They just have to not give up. They just have to try their best, and then the points will come. Back to you.
And thank you very much, Josh. Regi already back on the court, and with Holy Cross gonna come out here and take the court themselves. It's an 8-3 game going the Crusaders' way, and James Fraser will have the ball. We'll see what James can do here. We know he's a phenomenal server, but can he keep this up? As Holy Cross has himself a lead, but we've learned so far through both these finals we have today, no lead is ever safe. So James Fraser will send this one over, and we'll get this rally going. Oh, tipped on the net, but Regi can handle it. Regi, the close set to the spike, and it's down in time. Regi takes a crucial point.
Phenomenal play there by Regi. Stepping up now to serve it for Regi. That is number 10, Ben Goyette. Let's see what he can do with his serve here. He sends over a hard float, but we've got a line violation. Looks like he stepped right on the service line. Coach is not loving it. He thinks nothing should have been called there.
No, it was really tight there, Rias. It barely happened. Coach is looking like he wants a VAR review on that one. Well, unfortunately, Coach, we only got it up here, so unless you want to watch the stream, unfortunately, we can't do that at the high school level, but it's okay. It's a tight call. It's a 9-4 game now for Holy Cross. 5-point lead for the Crusaders. So it'll be Andrew Wisco with the serve now. Wisco sends that one over. It's a close one to the net, but it's still good. Regi now going to accept that one. Delali going to hit it over. Great play by Andrew in the backcourt to get that one up. Set by Hammond to James. Blocked by Regi. They'll try it again. Great diving play. Again. Block! Delali gets the back-to-back blocks and gets the points for the Panthers.
That is absolutely what Regi needs right now. All this momentum coming in to this tied up game. We've got a 9-5 score, tied up sets. Regi sends over the long serve. That one sails just out of bounds. We will see Holy Cross point 10-5 now in favor of Holy Cross. Serving it up, that is going to be Aiden Myers now. Aiden Myers getting ready to serve it up for the Crusaders now. Crusaders bench, loving the game. They're doing a little jig on the sideline there. Excellent rally going on. We've got both teams hitting some tips over. Delali sends a down ball to the backcourt of Holy Cross. Emmett Woke with a crazy dump. Spots the open spot out of the corner of his eye and drops the volleyball straight into it.
That's the second time he's done that tonight. Just 200 IQ plays, knowing that they're expecting the spike. But if you play that set correct, it can get you a point every single time. So they take advantage of it. Regi trying to respond. A great hit by Andrew. Oh! James, I think, dives a bit too early and just miscalculates his hit right there, and is unfortunately for him, just couldn't get underneath of that one. So that will be point for Regi. 5 points separate the two, and that will be number 2. Aiden Bessoberg stepping up to the service line. We'll see what Aiden can do here. He'll send over that one just over top of that and received by Holy Cross. What the? Oh, a great retrieve though by the Barrow. And Seth, unfortunately for Regi, couldn't get.
Wait a second, folks. The mascots have switched heads. What is going on here? We've got a bit of a mascot scuffle going on.
Who is who? Who even knows? Did they switch heads, Rice, or did they switch bodies? Oh, and a massive hit by Regi. That was number 12, Lucas Cadero, who gets that one down, and we have a 5-point game, 12-7, going Holy Cross's way. So now the Panthers will have the serve, and they'll be hit over by Matthew Rosal, set by Emmett Walk, who's got to play it safe. Panthers, can they take advantage of this? Oh, and Lucas can't get that one over, but it's kept up through the block. So they'll send that one over safe. Free ball for the Crusaders. Will they play it good? Emmett, and a huge hit by Jacob McDonald. Gets the point for the Crusaders.
Phenomenal gameplay there from Regi. Mascots have disappeared, presumably to switch back into the correct states. Here's Jacob McDonald sending over the float serve. Regi handles it and sends it to Seth for the monster hit attempt, but that one will sail just out of bounds, and Jacob McDonald will serve it up once again.
Yeah, Seth couldn't get a hand of that one, just a bit too high. So Jacob McDonald will head back to the service line, see what to do here. McDonald will send that one over, handled by the backcourt of Regi. Regi going to set it far, close side, pardon me. And it's going to be, oh, and a Holy Cross defender, pardon me, gets in the way of that one. That was Noah Banat, who just dove in the way, pardon me, and tipped it a bit high for the defender in the backcourt, but nonetheless, it'll be a Regi point, and it'll be number 12, Lucas, to serve this one up. We'll see what Lucas can do here. He'll send that one over. It's a good serve handled by Crusaders, able to send it right back over to the Panthers. Far side, and that's a great hit. It's just a bit too far out of bounds. And the Crusaders will take that point as Ben Goyet sent that way out of bounds. We'll have a couple substitutions come in before we get the next serve going.
Holy Cross once again hitting a jig on the bench. Players are loving the game so far. Serving it up now for the Crusaders. That is number 9, Andrew St. Godard. He's been phenomenal from the serving line tonight. Seth, an insane down ball. That's a great effort from Seth O'Brien, but unfortunately that one sails just out of bounds.
Yeah, really tough angle there for Seth. Just couldn't get it going. And so that'll be a point for the Crusaders, and the Crusaders now have doubled the score Regi has. It's a 16-8 game. The Crusaders 9 points away from putting themselves on set point. They'll send that one over just over top of that, handled by Regi, though. They're going to have to send over a free ball, and oh, that's a great effort by Seth, but too much on it. Point for the Crusaders, and now Holy Cross feeling themselves, and they are only 8 points away, and the crowd's going wild. We have a substitution as number 13, Ben Murray, steps onto the court. That one's going to be hit up high. Going to be sent to Ben, and he hits it down! Ben Murray with the big play.
Regi is loving it, Jacob. We've got fans on their feet. We've got noisemakers making noise. We've got posters hung up in the air. Stepping up to serve now for Regi, looking to keep this massive energy and momentum going. It is Seth O'Brien. Here he comes with the spinner.
And it's received well by Holy Cross. Emmett gonna send the one to James Fraser, handled by the backcourt though. Seth's gonna get there, and he does. He does hit the net though, careful of that instead of over a free ball. The Crusaders can take advantage of this. Emmett, the set, the close one, hit right down by, I don't even know that.
Looks like it was Aiden Myers and Emmett Woke with the huge communication and chemistry there for the quick set in the middle here. Stepping up to serve now, that is the one and only James Fraser. He's been phenomenal with the serving tonight. There he goes with the spinner. Regi ups that one easily. Seth, a huge effort to keep that alive. Scrambling for the ball now. There's players everywhere in the front.
Crusaders now getting this one up close side. Oh! Delali using his jumping power to get the block on that one. He denies any sort of Holy Cross offense. 8 points separate the two. It's an 18-10 point game. And we'll see number 10 on the Regi side. Serve that over. That's Ben Goya right into the net. It's a Holy Cross point on that one.
It's block after block after block for Delali tonight, Jacob. He has been absolutely phenomenal and massive up in that front court. Serving up now for the Crusaders. That is number 2, Andrew Wisco. Here he goes with the serve. Regi manages to play it pretty easily. Holy Cross, oh! A massive touch from Aiden Myers, pushes it straight down into that open spot in the front court.
I think that was a bit of a miscommunication there. The set by Seth was just a bit too off, and that one just made it really easy for the Holy Cross the defender just to tap that one back. 10-point lead for the Crusaders, 5 points away from taking set number 3. That one hit up high, set by Seth. Oh, hit by Ben Murray. That one's a great way to stay up though. They'll send over a free ball. Can Regi take advantage of this? Ben set to Seth, far side, blocked, but it goes out of bounds, and the Panthers will get that point.
Stepping him now to serve it up for the Panthers, that is Ben Murray. Here he comes now. Let's see what he's got in his bag for the service line.
He's a fan favorite here. He'll send that one over, handled by Holy Cross. Holy Cross will get that one up. They'll send over a free ball. Can the Panthers take advantage of this? Seth gonna set it well, far side, and that one's gonna be kept up by the Crusaders. Emmett's gonna set it right back in. Oh, and that is a phenomenal hit by Jacob McDonald, who's able to keep the 10-point cushion that the Crusaders have right now. 21-11 as a bunch of substitutions come in this game, and we'll see number 11, Aiden Myers, step up to the service line. We'll see what he can do here. Myers getting the serve ready. His team only needs 4 to win this one. Hit up high by the Panthers. They're gonna go close side to Matthew Rizzo, and the tip is not there. The Panthers
Regi not loving that call. They thought for sure there was a touch. The referee now speaking some words with the team captains. Jacob, it looks like both mascots have their correct heads on, or maybe their correct bodies, whichever is which. I'm wondering how they managed to do that in such short time. It seems like a pretty complex operation, Jacob.
Yeah, it seems like it would take countless hours, maybe days, to perform head surgery, but nonetheless, they make it happen. And so, it'll be a serve by Holy Cross. We'll send it over to the Panthers. Seth gonna do a cold far side to Delali. Oh, hit right back though, but that one's out of bounds. Good eye by the Panthers players to realize that one was going right out of bounds. They'll grab that point. Still a 10-point cushion though for the Crusaders. It will be a Panthers serve. We'll see number 2 step up. That will be Aiden Besoberg. And so Aiden will send this one over. That was received by the Crusaders backline. Set far side. That's going to be hit, but easily defended by the Crusaders. Oh, it's kept up though. Oh, and it's saved. The Crusaders send that one right back over. But the Panthers still have this ball. The new far side to Seth. Blocked. Jacob McDonald says no.
That was some incredible defensive gameplay by the Holy Cross Crusaders. I've never seen anything quite like that. They managed to somehow up that first hit from Seth, and then they packed him just moments later.
That was phenomenal as Emmett Woke now going to send this one. Oh, a phenomenal serve. Handles the old Holy Cross, going to get the ball back. The Crusaders go side to James Fraser. Too much to handle.
The Crusaders now just 1 point away from securing this third set. The Holy Cross fans are loving it. Everybody on their feet, every single point. Serving it up now, it's Emmett Woke. He's going to try and spin to win here.
The Woke 1 point away from taking this one. Oh, can't get it though. A lot of power, but not over the net.
Yeah, his serving struggles continue, and we will see serving it up now for the Regi Panthers. That is Matthew Rouzo. Here he comes with the serve. He gives Holy Cross a floater. Holy Cross knows exactly what to do with it. They find the open spot on the floor, and the set goes to the Crusaders.
A miscommunication calls the end of set number 3, and the Holy Cross Crusaders are on set point 2-1, and the Panthers gotta find an answer as we head to the 4th and potentially final set of the Senior Boys Kassaa Finals. But before that, we'll head courtside to our courtside reporter, Josh Miles. Josh, what have you noticed so far in that intense third set?
Well, Jacob, I noticed that in that set, Holy Cross dominated, winning 25-13. Both teams had substantial chances. Holy Cross with amazing defense and great receptions of the of the, Regi attacks. They managed to receive them really well, keep them in play, feed them the teammates for great setting, and then great attacks of their own, good counter attacks. They've even managed to keep some of the most dangerous chances in play. I don't know if you guys remember the one where the guy dove out of bounds to keep it in, and they sent it over and they got that point. That is insane. That is true hard work, and that is true heart. That shows how much they desire that championship title. And who could blame them? Who doesn't want glory? Back to you.
And it seems we have a fight here between the two mascots. I think everything's settled down now, but Rice, that was a bit of a scuffle there.
Yeah, a bit of a scuffle there. Coming off of a convincing victory like that one, 25 points, Holy Cross to just 12 points for the Panthers. The confidence of these Holy Cross players must be sky high right now. We'll see in just a minute if that is a good or a bad thing for these boys.
Well, you're right, Rice. It could be good or it could be bad. If in this big of a situation, you think that they wouldn't already think that the game's already over because they're already up 2-1 and they only need one more. You think that the nerves would really die that down and they would be locked in and try to get the win here as the Crusaders are one set away from being crowned champions. But the Regi Panthers look to shut that down. We'll find out in just a moment's time as both these teams get lined up and ready to go. Potential final set of this championship game is underway. We'll see what will happen here. We'll see Aiden step up to the service line. Aiden now needs to come up big here. They would love to get a couple first points for the Panthers.
Here's Regi now. Here's Aiden Soberg stepping up to the line. Good serve. Holy Cross handles it well. Emmett sends a set to the outside, and Jacob McDonald spikes that one just out of bounds.
And so now that'll go the other way. Regi will gather the first point of this set, and we'll go back to Aiden Soberg back at the service line. We'll see what he can do here. Aiden gonna send this one over. It's gonna be a floater. And a great eye by the Holy Cross backcourt to realize that one was gone. And so now it will go to 1-1, and we'll see a Holy Cross serve come up in just a moment's time. It'll be Emmett Woke who will step up to the service line, and he's a phenomenal server. He's got so much power on his spinner. We'll see what he can do here. Emmett getting prepared, and here we go. We'll send that one up. It's down. Great received by Seth, though. The set by Aiden. Back to Seth. Wait, receive in the back by the Crusaders. They'll set up the setter. It's at the net there. A net battle. And it goes the Regi way. I believe there is a net touch from the Crusaders, which gets that going the Panthers point. And it will go to Matthew Rosel at the backcourt line for serving.
The Regi fans are loving that call. You can't do that chants ringing throughout the building. Here comes the Regi serve, clips the tape, but Holy Cross manages to keep that up. James Frazier finds a good spot, but Regi now looking for a hit of their own. Seth bounces it straight off the Holy Cross block. Seth once again powers it through the Holy Cross defense for the Regi points.
He says, I want round number 2 after just getting blocked moments ago, and he makes it happen. It's a 3-1 game for Regi, and we'll see what they're going to do here. Matthew Rosal will send that one over, received easily by the backcourt of Holy Cross. They'll go to Nathan. The height comes up big.
Nathan has been bouncing those all game long. Those straight down quick spikes. Him and Emmett have such incredible chemistry. Here comes Jacob McDonald now with the serve. Seth, a great up. They set it to the outside, and Seth gets blocked, but they do manage to save it. Ball goes back and forth now, an incredible rally. Seth sends a down ball to the back of the HC court. HC now sets James Frazier for the Monster Jam.
That was phenomenal. James was waiting for his moment, and he took advantage of it. A massive hit by Mini James. So we'll go back to the service line for Jacob McDonald. McDonald now will send that one over. Ooh, Seth slips to his fingers, but it's still manageable. Matthew Razzo will send it to Seth. That's going to be handled easily by the backcourt. The Crusaders to Nathan. Oh, a great dig by Aiden there to keep that one up. The Crusaders, round 2, James Fraser. And that one goes out of bounds off a Regi blocker. It's a 4-3 lead going the Crusaders' way. And we'll see Jacob McDonald step back up to the service line, and we'll see what he can do here. McDonald has been good so far, and he'll send this one over. That one handled by Regi Libero. The set by Aiden to Lucas, and he brings the heat. That one goes out on the Crusader side, all tied up at 4 apiece now.
Serving it up now for the Regi Panthers, it's Lucas Cordero himself, who just had that monstrous hit moments ago. He's going through his pre-serve routine, tosses it up, sends a hard float. Holy Cross his way. Holy Cross manages to keep that one alive, but does send Regi a free ball. Regi now looking to create something with it. Holy Cross scrambling on defense now. Regi sets Seth. Monster hit! Holy Cross can't handle that one.
That was phenomenal. He made the libero of Holy Cross sit down with that heat. And so we'll go back to Lucas, back at the service line, and we'll see what Lucas can do here. He'll send this one over as Regi has a 1-point lead. Holy Cross can handle that one, and a phenomenal play by Regi. They just send that one right back down. That was Matthew Rozelle. Pardon me, that was Peyton George who made that happen. And so we'll go back to Lucas at the serving line, and we'll see what Lucas can do here. He'll send that one over. Great serve handled by the backcourt of, Holy Cross though! But Emmett can't handle that one, as that one just got away from it a little bit, and it'll be a point going the Regi way. Regi with a 3-point lead now, and Lucas looking for his 4th serve in a row. We'll see how it goes here. Lucas taking his time on the serve. They know this set is valuable. It's for Regi. It's out of bounds. Good eye by the Holy Cross boys.
Something you love to see is that hustle from Holy Cross libero Isaiah Correa. He has been absolutely sprinting and diving for those balls despite not getting everything up, but that is not all his fault. Now here comes Holy Cross with the serve. It is number 9, Andrew St. Godard, who sends it to Regi. Regi handles it easily, looks for Seth. Seth gets blocked, but the ball stays alive. Incredible rally. A big hit from Minnie James, but it is kept alive by Regi. Oh my goodness, spike after spike, block after block, dig after dig. Wow. Action-packed rally we are seeing here. Regi, somehow, holy cow.
It goes Regi's way. Aiden Best Soberg. That is his highlight of the night. Back-to-back incredible digs. That kid just had his best volleyball moment of his whole career, I bet you. That was phenomenal in a game like this. And Seth O'Brien will step up and send that one over, handled by Holy Cross. So Holy Cross sent over a light tip. Seth's going to get that one. It's going to be set by Matty. Run to the lolly. That one's got, I thought it was good to keep up, but that one hits the ground. Holy Cross. Just a miscommunication, I believe, on that one. We'll see a swap of liberos, as that is number 12, Noah Benoit, coming back on the court here. And Seth O'Brien will take the serve spinner, and Holy Cross can't handle it. Seth is feeling himself right now.
We have got a timeout called by Holy Cross. Regi must be feeling it right now. Regi fans are absolutely loving it. Anyways, folks, we will kick it courtside to get some words from the one and only courtside reporter, Josh Miles. Josh, what do you think of Regi's performance so far in this action-packed set?
Well, Rice, I think Regi has been performing excellently here in this 4th set. And I think one of the main reasons they are is due to that desperation factor. You know, when you're down 2-1, you're 1 away from losing it all. You got that extra filled determination and desperation built up inside you, and that increases your ability to play. Back to you.
Thank you, Josh. We are getting back to the action here, folks. It's the one and only Seth O'Brien will be serving it up once again. We know he can bring the heat from the service line. Here he goes with his spinner. He stabilizes that one arm with the other arm. Oh, pardon me, a new routine doesn't work out in his favor. He knocks that one straight out of bounds.
Yeah, good try there by Seth, but he can't make every spinner go exactly where he wants, so we'll reset here. Back at the Holy Cross service line will be James Fraser. And we'll see what Fraser can do here. He'll send this one over for the Crusaders. A spinner. Oh, tips the top of the net. And sometimes those are the hardest ones to receive because you never expect it to get that mid-spin slowdown out of nowhere. So James will step back up to the service line and, well, maybe look to do it again here as he would love to try to get another point here off the ace. Sends that one over. Handled by the backcourt of Regi. Can someone get there? No, they can't. The Lolly can't get there in time for the Panthers. Rias, that's back-to-back points for the Crusaders, and they look like very easy points.
Oh, absolutely, Jacob. James Fraser is on fire at the service line here right now. Here he comes with his third consecutive serve. It's a spinner, and Regi does handle it. They'll set something up on the outside, and that one bounces straight off the Holy Cross block onto their own end of the floor.
That was Ben Goyette there who got that one to go, and it's an 11-3 game going the Regi way. We'll see what the Panthers can do here. And here we go. This guy, everyone was getting loud for Ben Murray earlier, and it's his time to shine as he takes back to the court. Ben's going to send that one over. Handled by Holy Cross. Emmett is going to set. Oh, a great set. Oh, a great diving play, though, by Ben Murray, but it's just going to go out of bounds. Holy Cross will grab that point and make it a 2-point game as we'll see a substitution come back through as that spells the end of Ben Murray's shift. He'll take back to the sidelines, and then we'll see number 10 come on for the Panthers. That will be Ben Goyette. And so, Andrew Wiscow will take to the service line. We'll see what Wiscow can do here. He'll send that one over, hit up on the backcourt of Regi. Seth going to set that one far side, and that one's going to be tipped over. Far side for the Crusaders, hit up by Seth O'Brien. O'Brien now going to bet the Libero's going to hit it to Seth is going to just miss it.
And a miscommunication there for Regi. Looks like Seth thought he was going for the fake hit, but Delali thought he was going for the real hit, and that ball dropped straight onto the floor. Holy Cross fans nonetheless are loving this. Here's Andrew Wiscow now with another serve. A hard float handled easily by Regi, but it goes straight over as a free ball to Holy Cross. Jacob McDonald with a big hit, but that one sails just out of bounds. Oh, pardon me. We're calling it a tip on Regi, so that will be Andrew Wiscow up to serve once again, and we are all knotted up at 11.
Just like that, Regi had themselves a big lead, but Holy Cross battling through it. Now it's a tie volleyball game. Wiscow going to send that one over, hold it by Ben Goyette, set up by Seth. It hit far by the Regi Panthers. Crusaders now trying to get that one over. They will go back to the backcourt of Regi. Seth to Delali. Delali sent it. Oh, and it slips through James Fraser's hands. And Regi taking a very good point as they looked like they were starting to struggle here. So they take a very valuable point, and that will be number 16, Peyton George, stepping up to the service line, and we'll see what George can do here. Peyton sends that one over. Handled by the libero of Holy Cross. At the net. No, net play kept up. George hit by Delali, and this block is not there. Regi with a 2-point lead.
Spike after spike for Delali. He is massive for these Panthers right now in the front row. Serving it up now for the Panthers, that is Peyton George. Here he comes with the serve. He sends a float serve over. Holy Cross has a bit of trouble handling it, but Jacob McDonald nonetheless goes for the spike. That one goes straight into the net. That will be another Regi point. Serving it up once again, it's Peyton George for the Regi Panthers.
Peyton now going to look to make something happen here. His team has got a 3-point lead. It's a little bit of a lead, but it's not as much as they would like. The libero, oh, a nice tip by Emmett Woke, who saw that one was going to be a net play, and he plays it early, and it surprises the Regi Panthers, and they get the point here. So it will be a Holy Cross bomb. We'll see 2 substitutions come in, and We'll see taking to the service line will be Aiden Myers, and we'll see what Myers can do here as Holy Cross down by 2 in a very important set. If Holy Cross can find 13 more points before Regi can find 11, this will be the end as they are 1 set away. Regi at the net now. They need something, a tip here, but it's handed by Emmett. Nathan now going to set it back to Emmett. Whoa! And it's gone! That one way out of bounds. Regi point.
Monstrous hit attempt from Emmett. He's a bit of a sneaky powerhouse in the front row. You know, time and time again, he's up there for tips. He's up there for blocks. Despite his shorter stature, he is phenomenal in the front row. Looks like we have a recall here. We'll see the ball go Holy Cross way. Not sure what's going on there. Perhaps it was tipped off the Regi block and they just didn't spy that before. Anyways, serving it up for the Holy Cross Crusaders, that will be number 11, Aiden Myers. He's been phenomenal so far here tonight.
Yeah, very interesting call there, Rice, as Myers going to say that far. Set by set to Delali. Delali's going to hit that down! The Crusaders can't get there. Point for the Panthers.
Delali is unstoppable in this 4th set here, Jacob. Serving it up now for the Regi Panthers. That is number 2, Aiden Best-Soberg. Here comes Aiden with the serve now. Aiden tosses it up. That one, unfortunately for him, sails straight into the net, so we will see another Holy Cross point.
And so we'll go to Emmett Woke, who's been good so far, but we'll see what he can do. Emmett, he's got a really nice spinner on him, and you know Holy Cross would like to use that right now to try to tie up this game. Emmett setting out hard. Great play to the little barrel, though. Aiden goes to the far side to Matthew Russell, and he gets it to go. A great point for the Panthers as they make it a 2-point lead with the serve.
Once again up to serve for Regi. Matthew Rousel up to serve for Regi. He tosses it right over in the net. Emmett with a big set behind him to Jacob McDonald, but Regi does manage to handle that one. Regi, they'll try to send over a tip of their own, but it is blocked by Holy Cross. Regi now going for the tip, but that one sails just out of bounds. Huge point for Holy Cross. Holy Cross now only 1 point behind Regi. We're at 15-16.
It is such a close game here as Jacob McDonald steps back up to the service line trying to tie up this game. Regi, though, hands it. Aiden back to Seth, and it's tipped out of bounds. It goes the Regi way, and Regi not letting up this 2-point lead that they've had all game so far, and they will continue to have so unless Holy Cross wants to take it back. So we'll see Lucas take to the service line, and we'll see what will happen here. Lucas now gonna send this one over, and it hits! Right in the back corner, Lucas picks his spot and hits it.
That is a massive ace for Regi, Jacob. That is all energy and momentum from their fans now, all going their way. Serving it up once again, it's Lucas. Lucas now, can he make a repeat? Can he do it again? Here comes Lucas with the serve. Sends it straight over, a very hard serve.
Right tip though, and that one goes out of bounds, Rias.
Lots of action at the net there. A couple of tips back and forth. Bounces straight off the Holy Cross player and out of bounds. Lucas is up to serve for the Panthers once again.
Regi is 6 points away from sending us to a do-or-die 5th set. We'll see if Lucas can try to push it even closer. He'll send that one far. Handled by the backcourt of Holy Cross. He'll send it quick to Nathan. And it's out of bounds! The Panthers get a crucial point, have a 5-point lead, and are 5 points away from sending us to a 5th set. And I hear a timeout, Rias.
You do hear a timeout, Jacob. Who called the timeout?
It was Holy Cross.
Holy Cross called a timeout, attempting to ice this phenomenal server, Lucas. He has been serving up some great hard serves at Holy Cross that they just haven't been able to handle. Anyways, we will send it down to our phenomenal courtside reporter, Josh Miles. Josh, what do you think about this set?
Well, Rice, what I think so far is that both teams are playing exceptionally well. This is close. Both teams keep making comebacks after being down points. We saw earlier Holy Cross was able to come back from being down like a 6-point deficit, and they evened it up. So who knows what they're going to do here. Well, like I said, Regi is playing with that desperation. They're one set away from losing, so they're going to do their best to stay in this one. Back to you.
Thank you, Josh. This set is going to come right down to the end. Holy Cross is only one set away from winning a Kassaa championship, but Regi not making it easy for them. They want a fifth set to decide it all, and they're 5 points away from making that happen. Lucas going to send this one over to hard serve. And they get it! It's called the Regi way!
That is a tough call to make as a linesman. That looked really, really close to the line there. Lucas on a hot streak. He's up to serve once again. Just 4 more points for these Regi Panthers to send it to the do or die fifth set. Lucas now, here he comes with the hard serve. Holy Cross gets a piece of it. Tough set for Emmett, but a monster hit from the outside.
Oh, and a
miscommunication.
That's a 4-hit on Regi. Seth not diving for that one to the very last moment. I'm not sure what happened there. Nonetheless, it's still a 5-point game. Going the Regi way. Regi wanting to find these 4 points, but Holy Cross making it hard. They want this championship. It's Andrew St. Godard sending that one over. Handled by the libero of Regi. Regi's going to send that one over. It's going to be Seth O'Brien. He's going to send it light. Holy Cross is going to handle that one. Going to send it far side to Wisco. Andrew Wisco sends that one over, handled by Regi. Aiden going to send it to Seth O'Brien, and it's blocked! Andrew Wisco denies!
That is monstrous for Holy Cross. The fans came alive. They need that energy. They need that momentum if they're to close this 4-point gap. Another serve from Holy Cross. Bit of a struggle to play with it from Regi, but Seth manages to put down a hard down ball from the back of the Regi end, and Holy Cross is unable to handle it.
A phenomenal hit by Seth to get that point and inch Regi even closer to victory. They're 3 points away, and Seth O'Brien steps up to the service line. He's been good tonight. He's going to show off his spinner. He needs a big one here. There it is, handled by the backcourt of Holy Cross, though. Holy Cross, Emma's going to send it to James Fraser. Great play, though, by the Regi backcourt to hit that one. Seth's going to hit that one again. Libero keeps it up. It's out of bounds. Holy Cross can't get there. Regi 2 points away from sending us to a do or die set number 5. And we'll see Seth O'Brien step back up and try to do it himself from the service line. He's got a great spinner, and he'll look to showcase it here. Here it is. Great play by Holy Cross, though. Emmett going to send it to James Fraser. Going to be hit light. Seth's going to prop that one up. It's going to be a hit by the libero, and Seth's going to have to hit that one over hard. What a hit!
Seth is unstoppable from anywhere on the floor. He's hitting front court.
Oh, it's up. We're good. And so we'll see a timeout called by Regi. Sorry for the little bit of technical difficulties. Not sure why that happened, but nonetheless, we're back. And so we'll see a timeout called by Regi. They need 1 point, but Holy Cross battling to that very last point. So, Josh, we're going to send it down to courtside to Josh. Josh, if you're Holy Cross right now, you have all the momentum in your favor. What do you think you guys have to do to try to battle back and get the last 5 points to even try to win the championship right here in the fourth set?
Well, Jacob, if they want to win the set, then they need to work even harder than they are. They need to make sure they don't let Regi gain any momentum. They need to keep Regi in the dark. They can't let Regi get any sort of momentum here. Back to you.
Thank you, Josh. Rias, listen to this crowd.
They are coming alive here, Jacob. They're absolutely loving this late fourth set action. Here's James Fraser up to serve once again. It's all on him now, Jacob. The pressure is on. It's now or never. Phenomenal serve, Regi, perfect up and a monster hit. Sails just out of bounds. Holy Cross is still in it. They can still pull this one off.
It is possible. They need the next 4 points if they want to make it happen. We'll see if they can find it. James Fraser, all the pressure's on him. He's got to be feeling it. We'll see what James can do here. He'll send that one over. Great dig by Regi, though. Set by set to the lolly. That one's going to be kept over by the backcourt. Emmett now going to do far side to Andrew Wisco. Oh, great play off the block by Holy Cross. And they'll send over a free ball. Can Regi take advantage of this? Back to the lolly. Oh, what a great dig! Holy Cross not giving up to James Fraser. In the backcourt, kept by Seth. The set is up back to Delali. He'll let that one up. Another one by James to Emmett. Emmett's going to do a tactical tip, but it doesn't work this time. Play at the net. Who's going to win it? It's still up. Oh, my goodness. Nobody giving up this play, and Andrew Wisker's going to send it back over. Kept up by Regi. Seth. Hit up, and it's Holy Cross's points!
Jacob, this is incredible. That might be the best rally I've ever seen in my whole life. Spike after spike, dig after dig. That was incredible.
Holy mackerel, what just
Hustle
happened?
play after hustle play, and James Fraser, the pressure is not getting to him. He's up to serve once again.
Look at him take his time here, Rias, as James.
Pardon me.
Time out.
We've got a recall. It's all over for the Crusaders. Not all over. The set is all over for the Crusaders.
That will do it. And ladies and gentlemen, with that fourth set win right there for the Panthers, you know what that means. We need sudden death set number 5. Winner goes home and loser goes home as well. But winner goes home with the championship. The next 15 points will decide the fate of both these teams' season. If they will come second or if they will come home with the championship. We'll find out in just moments' time. We'll send it down to sideline reporter Josh Miles. Josh, how are we feeling going into this 5th and final set?
This has been a real intense game, really evenly matched. Both teams have played a phenomenal game. No two teams deserve to be here more than these two. It's been a hard-fought night for these two teams. It's all going to come down to this 5th and final set. First to 15 wins. Who's it going to be, folks? Who do you guys think? Do you think it'll be the Regi Panthers or the Holy Cross Crusaders? Let us know in the live feed below. Back to you.
Thank you, Josh, and we'll kick it back upstairs to the main camera now, folks. We've got both coaches getting some words in with their teams now. It's all important. It's all very important. It's do or die. They need to make the best adjustments to play the best volleyball possible. They need to leave it all on the floor. Apologies for the technical difficulties, folks, but we're back and we're ready for the final 5th do or die set. Coaches hopefully made the appropriate adjustments to play their team's best volleyball. It all comes down to this. They need to leave everything on the floor. The whole past 2 months of Kassaa volleyball comes down to this one set to 15 points.
Here we go! Holy Cross and Regi, one more set of their senior career. Comes down to this game right here. We'll see what happens. 15 points, and there can only be one winner. Do you want to go change the rules? And so here we go. It will be a Regi ball, and it will be Aiden to take the ball first for the Panthers. We'll see what they can do here. Aiden, who's been good all night. And I believe we'll see a little bit of a stoppage in play before we get back going. And so, substitutions come in before we get this game underway. And so, here we go! Final set of volleyball. Holy Cross going to keep that up in the backcourt. Emmett, who's going to send to James Fraser all the way in the backcourt, and that is gone! First point goes to Regi.
Regi now stepping up to serve for the Regi Panthers. That is Aiden Best-Sobrick. He has been consistent from the service line tonight. Let's see if he can keep that going. Here he comes. The hard float serve. Sails just out of bounds. I'm sorry, Aiden. I think I jinxed you.
And you know it's going to be a close game when both teams trade point for point off of the first 2 points. And who else but Emmett Woke to step up to the service line right now and try to make something happen here. We'll just wait moments time to see what he can do. Emmett gonna send that one over, handled by the libero of Regi. Regi gonna send far side, send to Seth. Oh, James Fraser though, able to tip it right back down. Holy Cross makes it 2-1.
Monster play from the Holy Cross front court. The Holy Cross fans are loving it. We're hearing chants, the mascots riling them up. This is incredible. Here comes Emmett Woke once again. We know it's a spinner coming, Jacob. Here it comes.
And it's into the net. That might be the pressure that got to him right there. It's a tough situation. The crowd is loud. The nerves are on. So nonetheless, it's a 2-2 volleyball game after that one. So we'll see next serve. This will be Matthew Rosel who sent that one over. Oh, handled by the libero of Holy Cross. Emmett gonna send it backwards, back to the Holy Cross. Oh, on the right side. Jacob McDonald gets Holy Cross back in the lead and makes it 3-2. A phenomenal play as Jacob McDonald will now take to the service line. We'll see what McDonald can do here, as he's got his team a lead now. He would love to increase it. Handled by the libero, though, of Regi. Regi now going to set far side. The Lucas is going to hit that one over. Handled by Emmett, though. Emmett, the James Fraser. Kept up by Aiden, but it's hit backwards. He can't handle that one. And Holy Cross Rise is now up by 2.
Holy Cross, a phenomenal start to this do or die fifth set. Jacob McDonald serving it up once again. Here he goes. He sends the float serve Regi's way. They handle it. An outside spike from Seth now, and it's too powerful for HC.
Seth comes up huge in a huge situation. He knew his team needed a point after giving up 3 in a row, and well, Seth delivered. He's a big-time player, and so Lucas now will step up to the service line, and we'll see what Lucas can do here. The crowd is getting loud, and he will send that one over. Handled by the libero of Holy Cross now. Emmett's going to get to that one to the far side to Andrew Wisco, and it's gone. We're all tied up at 4 apiece as Regi gets that point. And now we'll see a serve. It will be back to Lucas behind the service line, and we'll see what he can do here. Lucas with the crowd chanting, "Let's go Regi," very loud. They're loving it. He'll send that one over, handled by the libero though, right to Emmett. Emmett's gonna look for the, oh! I think he looked for that play rise he seems to like a lot, where he does the tip over instead of the set.
You're right, Jacob, but that one unfortunately does not go the Holy Cross way, and serving it up once again for the Regi Panthers. It's Lucas Cordero. He's been phenomenal at the service line tonight. Here he goes. Hard serve. Played by Holy Cross. Emmett with the set to the middle. That one, they forced to make a dump play. It touches the ground. Pardon me, we've got a lift from the Regi player, and Holy Cross takes the point and ties it all up once again at 5 apiece.
Yeah, it was a great try by Aiden Best-Sobrick right there to try to get that one up, but it was a bit too low without actually doing a lift in order to get that one. So we'll see Andrew St. Godard take the service line. He'll send that one over. Kept up by the libero, and hit up by Seth. They'll send over a free ball. Can the Crusaders take advantage of this? To Emmett, do the quick set to James Fraser. Oh, they're scrambling. one. Can it get over? And it will. Lucky that Andrew Wazell was there to do another one. Blocked, and it goes far. Regi takes the lead.
That is some huge momentum for Regi. You heard that crowd pop, Jacob. Everybody was on their feet. They're feeling it now. They're confident. Seth is up to serve. This is a great situation for them to be in.
It certainly is. Seth O'Brien, the Regi phenom, sends that one over. Oh, it's a great dig though, but two people get there. A minute of miscommunication and they'll send over a free ball. Can the Panthers take advantage of this? To Delali, blocked at the net though, but Regi get it back and they control it. The set to Seth O'Brien. It's out of bounds. And we have ourselves a tied volleyball game. Once again, 6 apiece across the board.
Regi thought they were going to get the tip call on that one, but looks like there was no tip at all. It goes Holy Cross way, and James Fraser now. We've seen some phenomenal serving from him, and we know the pressure does not get to his head. Here he goes at the service line. Great serve, but it is played well by Regi. Regi now looking for Delali on the outside. Call on the floor. We've got a net violation on Holy Cross. That ball will go back the Regi way.
It was a phenomenal attempt there by the libero of Holy Cross to try to keep that ball up. That's Noah Benot, but unfortunately he couldn't. Apparently there's a net violation, so Regi gets the point and they got the lead. It's a 7-6 game here late. Ben Murray will send that one over. He gets up by Jacob McDonald, set by Emmett. They're calling the lift. They're calling the lift on Aiden Meyer's spike attempt. And it goes the Regi way. The Panthers have a 2-point lead, and that will be halfway through the 5th set, meaning both teams will have to change sides. So we'll go down courtside to Josh Miles as the crowd is getting loud. Josh, it's so intense right now as both these teams are. It's so intense right now, Josh. How has the atmosphere been down there?
Well, Jacob, the atmosphere down here is incredible. The fans are loving it. This game is so hype. This game has remained close all night long. It's anyone's game, and the fans are so excited, and I know I'm excited to see who wins. Back to you.
Thank you, Josh. Just in time, too, because I believe this game is just about to get going here. We'll have a couple substitutions. Regi, 7 points away from being crowned Kassaa champions, but Holy Cross only 9 points away from also being crowned Kassaa champions. It's still anybody's game, and Ben Murray, who's came up in clutch moments for Regi, is here on the floor now in a clutch moment indeed. Ben Murray's going to send that one over. Handled by the libero of Holy Cross. Is at the net though. Net play. Set down. Regi, 3-point lead.
That was Peyton George on the net with the massive tip straight down for the huge Regi point. Here comes Regi once again. The serve. Played well by Holy Cross. Holy Cross looking for the spike opportunity. Straight off the blocker and out of bounds. That's a huge point for Holy Cross. The fans are loving it. Noisemakers going wild. Fans on their feet. Momentum is swinging Holy Cross way, it seems. Stepping up to serve, we've got Andrew Wisco.
And so, Wisco now, his team down by 2. He needs a big serve here as Regi, if they get this point, they'll reach double digits for the first time in the 5th set. Seth O'Brien sets, and Matthew Russell, and Matthew spikes that one down. Regi hits 10 points first, and it's a 10-9 game, and we'll see, pretty 10-7 game, and we'll see a timeout called by Holy Cross. Regi's loving it. So we'll send it courtside to Josh. Josh, what are you thinking as we head deep into the 5th set?
Think about now is how close both these teams are to becoming Kassaa champions. Regi just 5 points away, and Holy Cross is not too much further behind them with just 8 points away. The storylines could be that Regi rallies after being down 2-1 going into the 4th set and making it all the way to win the 5th, or it could be Holy Cross comes back and wins it in the 5th set. We'll see. Back to you.
Okay, we're good.
Thank you, Josh. We are back up to the main cam as we get underway. Regi just 5 points away. Holy Cross trailing, not far behind with just 8 points to go until they take home the trophy. Here we go now. Regi serving it up.
Peyton George will send it over, and it's handled by the libero of Holy Cross. Sent by Emmett. Oh, it's it down in. Oh, it's going the Holy Cross way. As I believe that would just trickle down through the hands of Delali. He couldn't get a block on that one. 2 points separate the two, as we'll see Aiden Myers step up to the serving line, and Myers will see what he can do here. As everyone will slow down. It's a 10-8 game. So tense is everybody in the building right now. Myers sends that one over. Oh, and Regi can't get there. That one tips off Ben Goyet, and that one will go the Holy Cross way. Right, so we have ourselves a 1-point game.
It is so close, Jacob. Straight down to the wire. On that last play, it seems maybe he wasn't sure if that ball was dropping in or out. But anyways, here's Aiden Myers with the serve. Regi handles it well. A monster spike. Holy Cross attempting to sprint for the save, but they can't handle that one.
Regi wants it, and they want it now. They're making huge plays. Holy Cross couldn't handle that last one, and we'll see Aiden Soberg step up to the serving line, and we'll see what he can do here. He's trying to end it, and he's trying to end it now. He sends that one over, handled by the Holy Cross libero, set by Emmett to Nathan, but that's a great dig by Regi. Regi far side to Andrew Rosell. Handled by Holy Cross, so back and forth. Hit it back. Oh, can they keep that one up? They can! It's in far to the back of Holy Cross, so Holy Cross have an opportunity here to Nathan, using his height. Can they keep it up? They can! And it's down! The Panthers! What a play! Oh my goodness! How did that ball stay up? Just phenomenal volleyball, not giving up on that ball till it hit the ground.
The Crusaders not happy about some kind of missed call. Seems they thought there should have been a lift called on one of those Regi ups. Referees now conversing, making sure they made the right call, because it all comes down to this. The point goes Regi's way.
It's called Regi's point. The Panthers take a 3-point lead and are 3 points away from being crowned champions. Aiden steps up to the serving line, and we'll see what he can do here. Aiden sends that one over. It's just over top of the net, trying to get the tip play. Can they keep it up? They're working their magic here as Holy Cross now. Nathan, block at the net! Oh my goodness! Lucas with the huge block at the net!
Hustle play after hustle play here, Jacob. These two teams want it bad. We'll see a timeout called by Holy Cross, I believe, trying to ice this Regi momentum. And you know what that means. We will send it courtside to Josh. Josh, how is the atmosphere down there with all the hype?
Well, Rise, the atmosphere for you.
And we're back up top. Sorry for the technical difficulties, but we're all good now. Aiden Sogard up for the serve. Regi 2 points away, and they want it badly. Serve kept up by Holy Cross. Oh, a tip play by Emmett, but it doesn't work this time. Kept up by Lucas. To Seth O'Brien. Holy Cross control it. They can. They'll have to play a free ball over, and they will. Kept up by Lucas, though. Set by Aiden to Seth. Oh, great dig by Holy Cross in the backcourt. Emmett to James Fraser, gonna hit that one over. It's gonna be easily kept up by Regi. Regi now back to Seth. A light tip. Tip back to the net, though. Back to Regi. Aiden, set to Seth again. And it's blocked out of bounds. Regi is on game point.
Seth O'Brien showing the fans the belt because he just tooled those Holy Cross defenders. Here we go. One more point will do it for Regi.
Aiden Sogard needs it now to win the championship. Oh, they're scrambling. Can they get there? They won't do it. Regi are your senior boys volleyball Kassaa champions. They have done it! They worked all season long, and after a 5-set game against Holy Cross, they have done it!
The energy in this room is unbelievable. We've got fans storming the court looking to congratulate their boys. What a hard-fought battle, Jacob. You could not have asked for a better matchup. That came all the way down to the wire right until the very end of the 5th do-or-die set.
Oh my goodness, Rias. What a game of volleyball we just had. Holy Cross first set, Regi second set, Holy Cross second set, third set, pardon me, Regi fourth set, comes down going back and forth all game long to one final set, and Regi, their fans pushed them to the end, and they got the win. Regi are your Kassaa champions. I'll send it down to Josh now. We're gonna send it down courtside to Josh Miles. Josh, what a game of volleyball we just had. We would love to know your thoughts.
Well, Jacob, my thoughts on the game is Regi, what a rally. They were down 2-1 at the start of, they were down 2-1 starting the 4th set. They won that 4th set, and then they won the 5th set as well. What an incredible performance by the team. They all worked so hard to get here. Shout out to both teams for making it to the Kassaa Championships. Regi just that little bit better, coming out on top in 5 sets. What a game. What a night. I hope you've enjoyed it, fans. This has been an incredible game. This one's going down in the history books. Back to you.
Thank you, Josh Miles, all game long. And we'll see medal ceremony commence shortly. Thank you. What a game. We had over 200 viewers speak watching this volleyball game, so thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe and hit that notification bell because this is where all of the Kassaa big events are being streamed. So we'll see both these teams receive their medals, and then momentarily we'll see the Panthers, the champions, lift their trophy. But if you're on Holy Cross, you gotta keep your head high on this one. What an intense game it was between these two teams. You come down and you're actually 6 points away. If you look at it, 6 points away from a Kassaa championship, but it ends like that. It is a tough loss, but if you look at it in retrospective, what a phenomenal season Holy Cross have had, especially, and also Regi. Regi also having a phenomenal season, having a great game in the semifinals to beat KSS. That one came also down to 5, right down to the very last point. And the same thing here in the finals. Just amazing games. Just phenomenal. Couldn't ask. We're losing it. We're losing it. Please. Oh, we're losing it. Oh, please. Please, we're actually losing it. It's lagging so hard. And so, that will do it. A few technical difficulties, but we're all good. We'll hope to get a captain interview after the game as Regi will lift the trophy. Your Kassaa champions, the Regi Panthers, and that will do it. We'll hope to get an interview down at courtside by a captain, but for now, we watch Regi lift the championship, and all of their supporters are ready to go cheer on with them as the Regi Panthers crowd really showed up tonight. They just showed up, and that really got them through those tough 5th and 4th sets, those sets that they needed to win. Their team and their school was backing them the whole way through, and just a phenomenal game nonetheless. And that will do it. We'll see after pictures if we can get an interview with one of the coaches, but nonetheless, what a phenomenal game of volleyball we just had. As we'll see if we can get maybe a captain interview, maybe. We'll see, maybe a Seth O'Brien or something like that. As all these boys, I'm sure, are absolutely hyped right now with that massive win. very well deserved by both these teams. Holy Cross still coming away with a medal, coming away with a new experience, playing at St. SLC with a big crowd. You can't. This is a champion. It's a trophy in itself. It's a prize in itself to play here. And so we'll see pictures taken very briefly, and we'll have a quick word from Evan Yates. Evan, what did you think of that game?
Oh my, Jacob, I don't know about you, but at that end there, I could barely sit in my seat. It was an amazing, amazing game, and great job to both teams, and congratulations in the end to Regi. But yeah, great game to both.
Thank you, Evan Yates. You know, normally we see you on the sideline and the medical staff, but tonight you're up here as a fan. Love to see it. So we'll see if Rias and sideline man Josh can find someone to interview quickly, and we'll get that going live on the Kassaa stream for you. Thank you for all tuning in. We really appreciate it here. As we see there, we can see Rias making his move onto the court, seeing if he can find somebody to do an interview, as we would love to get a Panther there to talk about the game. And so they're moving into the bunch, and they'll see what they can do. That was just phenomenal. Phenomenal volleyball. Both of our championships today. Earlier on, we had KSS also go to a fifth set, also win, and barely the last point. And just so I couldn't ask for two better games. We all started today with a fire alarm here at SLC before we were getting the junior game ready. Played the whole entire game, and then at the very end, well, it's been a long night. Two amazing volleyball games, and I believe we have Seth O'Brien making his way over to the interview booth with Rias Hennessy and Josh Miles. So we'll look to send it to them in just moments' time. So we'll send it to them.
All right, hi Jacob. I'm here with Regi Panthers captain Seth. First question, how does it feel to be a champion?
To be honest with you, it feels great. I've been here for 5 years and I've never even gotten a medal. So this really goes to heart, and I really needed this.
That's excellent to hear. All right, second of all, how does it feel to rally against the Holy Cross Crusaders? They had you down 2-1 starting that fourth set. They played a really great third set. You guys came back and ended up beating them. How did that feel?
That felt great, right? It's like that rivalry, the two Catholic schools. They had a great crowd. We had a great crowd come out, and realistically, my team fought. We fought hard. Everybody came out, hit the floor. We got a great ups at the end in that fifth set, a couple pancakes, and we brought home the gold.
Speaking of the crowd, what did you think of the fan base here today?
Like I said, I've never been in a Kassaa final, so this is huge. This is huge. Great environment, and can't thank the Regi fans enough. It's them why we won.
And finally, what's next for Seth? We hear you're in grade 13, you're thinking post-secondary. What's your plan?
Commit to a university and play as well as I can. Shoot for the stars, really.
All right, well, thank you for your time and congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Seth O'Brien. Congratulations to him. Go celebrate with your teammates. Shout out to Josh Miles being courtside all night long. He's been a gem to have there, and well, hopefully we'll have him there for prior championships. Rias is running back up the stands to give some final words. Rias, what an intense game we just had. Final remarks from yourself.
That was absolutely electric, Jacob. I'm so thrilled I got to experience that from you. We could not have asked for a better Kassaa Senior Boys Volleyball Finals. It came right down to the wire all the way to the end, and congratulations to Regi for coming out on top.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Rice. Phenomenal volleyball sets going back and forth till we head right to the fifth and final set. The crowd was electric. The players were electric. Oh my goodness, you had to be here to witness it, or you could be right here on the Kassaa stream to witness it too, as we stream all of the big Kassaa events. So if you ever don't want to miss one, subscribe right here and hit that notification bell. But just a phenomenal volleyball game. Couldn't have asked to end a better way for the senior boys volleyball season. One more time for your Kassaa champions, the Regiopolis Notre Dame Panthers. I've been Jacob Ewing, joined alongside by my co-host Rias Hennessy.